bought our brand new to us antique wood cook stove. This is a home comfort. I would say this is probably from the 1920s or 30s. Don't know, it's the gray speck with enamel, but we're just going to actually set it up and do a test firing on it today. We've got a frozen peach we're going to try it out with today, just for the heck of it. But as you can see, it's got a leg that's a little wobbly. This one was wobbly too, but I hate a flat tip. Anyway, it has the square nuts on the back, and where it's still rusted. What I'm having to do in order to tighten them up, I'm going to take a torch and some MAP gas here and heating up the square nut to expand the metal to make it where I can actually tighten them up, because if not, it just won't tighten up. So anyway, that's what I'm doing right now. I've done it on this side already. This side was loose like that one, but I heated it up and it's still warm right there too. Different nuts here. See if that's done anything at all. You know it's daylight, it is. This shadow is sort of hard to see when I put my light on right here. There we go. See if I got it heated up enough to make a difference here. I'm gonna have to go a little bit more. Actually, it's working. Look at there. Working on that one. And working on this one too. Yep. See, it's not as wobbly now. It's a little bit of play in it, but for right now, I'm just going to leave that be for right now. All right, down to the next one. Feels like a fall day up here. It's awful windy, so hopefully the sound is all right. But it looks like somebody put some kind of maybe JB weld or something on here, because there's some pitting on here, which I'd rather see the pitting than I would that JB weld. And I don't know how that may have caused an odor too, which means a hot fire in it. So there may not even been a fire in it, or if there was, not many, since this junk was put on here. Worst case scenario, since Irvin's a welder, you could probably have him clean it up and probably braise this somehow. Melt a bunch of brazing in there and then grind it off, I'm guessing. But anyway, we're gonna clean this up a bit. Got a wire brush on the grill. Of course, there's just preliminary stuff here. We'll do it really good whenever we get our kitchen here built. In fact, our timber frame is already cut out. Most of it is anyway, so once we get caught up on some other projects, we're going to raise that timber frame and we're going to have a cottage kitchen. So it's going to look like something from late 1800s, early 1900s. It'll be fully functioning as well. See how this is going to clean up. And we're going to do a little test fire in here. Like I say, we got today for time's sake, we're just going to pop a frozen piece in this thing. Not just to test it out, but because we're hungry too. But anyway, it's going to be beautiful once we get it all cleaned up and shined up. About to do the inaugural test burn right here. So, say we're cheating a little bit, maybe a little bit redneck. We still have it set up on the trailer, but we remain strong enough to unload it by ourselves. We don't have to have help. This thing is heavy, it's heavier than what it looks. So we were able to get it. It took 4 of us to get it loaded on the trailer, but we had it laying flat down, and me and Irvin were able to actually lift it up ourselves where it is now. But this will give us a chance to test it out. And this will also burn off any dust that baby on it. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I never use torches a lot to start fires, but for today we'll try it. This will also give us a chance to heat up some water because we've got to feed our 3 new hives of bees. We've got to feed them some sugar water. We just put them in last week. So until they get established a little better, we're going to keep feeding them. So the warm water makes the sugar easier to dissolve. And then once they get established, we'll stop feeding them because there's more than enough here in nature to keep them alive and let them thrive and start producing honey. Now the draft on this, oh yeah, we're just looking at that. Here's the draft, so pushing it back is, the draft is open. I'm thinking it's an open back, but towards you is closed. It's drawing good. Drawing real good. Now, normally, like the cook stove at Irvin's house, you can load from right here. But I think whoever had this was probably burning coal in this. And I believe that is the coal grate, so that can be removed. We're going to remove that later because we're not going to burn any coal, we're just going to burn wood. But so for right now, I've got to feed it in through the top right here. And the temperature gauge, this one has just a, I think a 1 through 9. I need to check and see what the equivalency is, if each number is the equivalent of 100 degrees or if it's what it is. But we're going to take it somewhere about the middle to cook our pizza, probably about number 4 or 5, and just see how that goes. In years now, growing up, lived on a farm for a while, and we had one exactly like this one. And I remember as a kid cooking on this. Of course, it wasn't our only source, but it's just, if you ever cooked on a wood burning cook stove, it's fun. It seems like everything tastes better on a wood burning cook stove. I had to do a makeshift eye remover here. Got the lung full of that smoke. Alright, we're going to give it a few minutes and oh yeah, it's already getting warm. It's warm good. Now once the fire gets going good, we'll close the draft and that'll let the heat go around the oven. Keep it open to get the fire started. Right here is actually the bottom draft. Alright, and we'll check back later. I think our hot water is ready for our a little bit. Fill that quart jar about halfway full of sugar. Put some hot water in there to dissolve it, and I'll top it off with some cool water. Making like a simple syrup for the honeybees. Like I said, we don't feed all year long. It's just enough to get them their boost after we first put them in their hive, help get them established in their brood box. In fact, one of our hives hardly ate any of its sugar water. It's fine. I ended up with penny bones. What our temperature is down here. We're on number 3. Let's say I gotta see what the temperature gauge is. If each number is 100 degrees or whatnot. But we're gonna put the pizza in here just in a minute.
So we're gonna fix our first inaugural meal in this wood-fired cook stove. We got a margarita pizza. We're on number 4 here, so we're going to launch this pizza and see what it's like. Give it about 15 or 20 minutes. It's only been about 5 minutes, and we about let it get too quick.
Oh man.
Look at that.
Here I was concerned that the oven wasn't hot enough, but
It's going to be
Which
more
is
than
good.
correct.
So we had it on about number 4. And it done that quick.